Right, so diary entry number 2. Um, so this week we've done SWOT analysis and talked about getting a practice routine. So I'll just explain a little bit about where I'm at, what I've done with the SWOT analysis. So like my strengths, definitely would say I have quite a fast, large creative output. Um, uh, yeah, over just even the last few days, I've started like 4 or 5 new projects. So I'm going to have a lot to choose from. Also, whereas obviously I'm here to learn more about this sort of stuff, I definitely think one of my strengths is my mixing and kind of technical ability. I think I have quite a good knowledge of processes and like a decent ear for keeping things balanced and everything, as well as pretty consistently documenting my process. That does relate to a weakness as well, whereas I might not go in as much depth as I should, or in too much depth. I need to try and find that balance of getting the right information to whoever's marking this correctly. Because I do enjoy making the videos and things like that, so maybe I get a little bit carried away with that, but not in the right way. I definitely need to work on that. I think another weakness would be music theory. Again, I've said something I said about last term, so I will have to work on that a little bit more, which then links to an opportunity with having access to the music theory module on Canvas. I can work on that on a weekly basis, which you will see in my practice routine as well. I mentioned that. Definitely need to work on my time management compared to last term. I did do a lot of plans for things and didn't really stick to just didn't really stick to them. So I definitely need to work on that. Harvard referencing as well is a big thing. I did a tiny bit of it. I don't think it's hard because I haven't been doing that much external stuff. I do rely a lot on what we're doing in the classes and the knowledge I have already. So I guess maybe just looking a bit more to external things to actually have something to Harvard reference. And also, where I make drum and bass and stuff, it's more of a kind of sat at the computer kind of thing. I do a little bit of sound design with elements that I've recorded myself as well. But I do think when it comes to a track that has a lot of musical elements in it, if I'm struggling with a certain part, it is okay to actually ask for help. Like there's another student, who's really good with that kind of stuff, and for example, asking him for help with some chords for something I'm working on. I definitely think I need to stop trying to just do everything by myself because collaborating's good at the end of the day. And in regards to some opportunities, I guess obviously, like I said about the music theory thing with Canvas, having access to, I've been given access to some stems from a legitimate release track from a label to use as to remix for this term. I figured would be good, like I've said before, coincide with the Art of Remix module. Also, being in the new classes with new people, I think I didn't like that at first, but I think it's actually become a pretty good opportunity to work with some different people now. And obviously, having access to the master classes online is a massive opportunity. And then with the frets, I think my lack of music theory is definitely going to hinder the possible quality of my track. Not finishing things in time, the best of my ability due to poor time management, definitely a big threat. And then obviously the poor Harvard referencing is going to add to the possibility of getting low marks, which also I don't want either. So again, those weaknesses are definitely something I'm going to work on a lot during this term. And I have linked in Padlet as well my practice routine. Have a look at that too. I've also been working on a little bit. So we was talking about MIDI stuff in George's class and about how to articulate certain sounds and creating space and using MIDI to make it sound real. And he wanted us to start a project using a lot of MIDI elements. So I kind of started that and ended up just getting really carried away. And I feel like this track might end up being the other track to go along with the remix. I'll play a little bit of it now, and then I'll do a breakdown video of the track a little bit later on. Go into why I did the certain things with the MIDI and whatnot. yeah, maybe have that. So yeah, that's it for this week. Thank you.